Hi, it's Karen Kestelut, the admissions insider of Port Prep. And I've been asked by one of my students, Selinah, and I believe she's from South Africa, and she wants to understand what to study that would best suit her. So, as you might know, Port Prep gives a free portfolio assessment to help you figure out if you're ready for your college portfolio application or not. So it's not really her question this time. She's trying to figure out, should she study graphic design or industrial engineering? So she's going to use her free assessment this way. So I'm going to be talking to Selinah, just making a free video for her, just talking about some of those issues of, is she ready? How would she get ready? How to help her decide that. And she wasn't able to talk with me directly through Google Hangouts, but she can listen into this after as a video that I'm going to send her the link to. And if some of you are kind of trying to figure out what to study and what's good for you, listening to this might help you. And then also, if you want to use your free portfolio assessment as a career counseling instead of the portfolio review, that's fine too. So contact us at info@portprep or go to portprep.com/WP and check out the free assessment page and just fill in your request. So I'm going to start talking about Selinah's work and show you a little bit about what a free assessment can look like too. So I guess one of the first things I would say to you, Selinah, if you're trying to decide what you want to do, is first, I think most importantly, what do you think interests you the most, and what do you feel you'd be the happiest doing? Because to study a career and put money into an education, you want to put it where it's something you're going to love, something that your skills can add to good things for this world, for yourself, for your family. And so if you're not sure what that entails, it's often good to talk to somebody or a few people in that field. And that's what I did when I was in high school and I wanted to know what to study and where to study. I actually called up professionals and asked their opinions of graduates from different programs in different schools. And I was very shy when I was in high school, so it was hard for me to do, but it really helped me make a good decision. So find out somehow, or ask some other adults to help you figure it out, or your guidance counselor. Talk to some industrial engineers. Maybe go visit an office if you're not sure what would a job like that really be. You could, see if you could get a summer job or even volunteer some hours to see what it's like. One thing that's great when high schools have co-op programs, that's one way to find out if something's right for you. One of my students, Livia, that worked with me one summer as a co-op high school student, she was trying to decide between animation and graphic design, and she wasn't even really sure what she wanted to do. But from having her co-op with me, I saw she had really great skill and aptitude in graphic design, and she also found out how difficult animation can be and how much training you need in it to be able to do it. So she realized that graphics was right for her. So co-op programs are a great way. So Selinah, go find out more about graphics, go find out more about the industrial engineering. Try to assess a bit where your skills are and where you think you'd be the happiest is number one. Number two, it's a real concern to see what are the job prospects like in each of those fields. Where would you like to live? What kind of community or place you'd like to be that you think is going to be right for you? That's another way to look at it. The other thing to look at is, what are you most prepared to study right now? Where are your skills? So if your math and your physics and those kinds of skills are in a good place and your marks are in a good place, industrial engineering might really be a good thing for you. With regards to graphics, we're going to look at some of your work right now, Selina. So I'm going to do a screen share. And this is one reason why I like Google Hangouts. It's really easy to use and it's free. We get an automatic recording on my YouTube channel that I can share with you after so you can listen to it. So I'm going to go to screen share and just take a moment here. So everybody, I'm just going to take a little pause to go find Selina's work here. Okay. And share. Okay, so now we're looking at some of Selina's work. So Selina, you can see you've got a sense of graphic repetition and color. So you seem to love design, so that's a good sign. I can see that you like playing with typeface. That's a good sign too. And and pretty nicely drawn. And then you have looks like a drawing of Spider-Man, and some more playing around with handmade fonts. Right, so I can see that you like playing around with some graphic ideas. So that's a nice thing to see. And some more animation type drawings or cartoon drawings there. So that's just a small selection that you sent me. There may be others. So when I look at your work, where it's at now, I'd say it depends where you want to study and how competitive it is where you want to study. If, for example, you want to study in one of the big schools in the United States, or even some of the top schools that I see in Canada, I'm not sure what's available to you in South Africa and what the schools are like there. But I can say from the North American and European standards that or some of the Oriental or schools in Asia, I can see that your skill level isn't where it needs to be in these examples that you've shown me. These examples are not going to get you accepted via portfolio to a high quality graphics program. That being said, it depends on where you're studying and what is available to you, and what the quality level of that university or college is. Now, some shorter, more college skills-based programs might be appropriate, or maybe programs that aren't portfolio driven could be possible for you to learn more about how to become a graphic designer. I can see that you can draw reasonably well. You've got some ability in drawing. It's not really developed to the level it needs to be yet, though, to get accepted via portfolio to a good graphics program. So you'd have some, I'd recommend for you more training in graphics. I like that you've got some hand skills, and I do like to see that. But there's a lot more other things that we'd want to see in a portfolio as far as graphic, different media, some computer work, some handwork, drawings that show creativity and various drawing ability. And so there's some things that you would need to consider. So, for example, let's see, I'm gonna just, does it show? Yeah, it's showing. Okay, so I'm just gonna go back to this page here. So one of the things you might need to do is to learn how to draw. So you might want to go to my website, go to the resources tab, so go to Port Prep, the Port Prep blog, go to resources, and you can download the Drawn to Success study guide on how to draw. It teaches you how to draw in a really short period of time, and there's videos that go along with this too, and you can ask me about those, that will teach you how to draw. There's also the Proven Arts answer. So we're going to look at some of these resources. So how to draw is part of what you would have to do. And so you can go to the website and learn more about the kinds of things that you can do to learn how to draw and draw well. You might want to study with some videos. So, for example, I have some private videos that I've taught other artists. The ones here, where I was looking with a student how to put graphics onto sorry. So we were looking at different designs. How do we put okay, so that what we were doing, we had a graphics lesson. How do we put graphics on a container and make it look like it's bending around the container? How do we design to do that? So there's videos about that, or private lessons that you can do to learn how to do that. Now, so those are options. And so I'm gonna stop sharing that and just close that. So let's hang on here a bit. There's Selinah. All right, so that we were just looking at an example of a lesson with another student. And there's lots of different kinds of video lessons that I have that teach students how to draw, how to think creatively, how to design, how to put a good portfolio together. So there's lots of different videos. You can buy some on Vimeo.com. So I could send you, if you think, graphics is what you want to do, and you say, I want to do that. It's more creative, and I like that I can use the computer, and I like that I can use pattern and design, and your love of fonts and some handwork. And if you're prepared to learn more about that, either find a program without portfolio review required, or decide, yeah, I really would like to do that, therefore I need to get some skills. So you might sign up for some art classes near where you live, or you might decide to use some online learning, like my Drawn to Success study guide that teaches you how to draw really well in a short period of time, or how to think creatively to how to design. I've got videos that teach you how to compose and how to direct the eye to look from the right place, from one place to another, how to sort of rank from the most important area to the less important area, which is part of graphic design. So several students of mine who have studied either sort of a combination of what most online studiers do. The students like to order a few private videos on specific skills that they need. They learn those things, work on them on their own using the video. Then they'll schedule a private lesson with me, and we tend to use Google Hangouts. And either we're talking together doing it, or on Skype sometimes, or I make a video for you so you can learn more about specifically what you need to do. So that's one way you can improve your work and get some input specifically to what you need. So if you do want to study, Selinah, graphic design at a university or college that requires a portfolio, that is a competitive program, you will need to learn how to draw better, how to design better, how to control where people look, how to think really creatively and be able to show that. So you've got, if you want to go into graphic design, you've got several months of studying ahead of you. So I would recommend you take the next year to just learn about drawing and graphic design and learning some computer programs, and just take a while to build up your skills and your images to the level that they would need to be. If that seems like something that doesn't interest you or seems like too much, it's possible that industrial engineering is the right thing for you. So the first thing to do is go talk to those other professions and figure out what can you imagine yourself doing? Where do you fit in? And if you decide that it's graphics, it's very obtainable. All you have to do is take some time to learn, and learn in the right sort of gradient steps, one step at a time, so you get the quality you want. And I've heard from students how amazed they are, how much they can learn in such a short time, and how excited they feel when they do learn that. And then, and I've got to tell you, every student that's worked with me, whether they've drawn well before or not drawn well at all, they've all been accepted to one of the top 3 schools. Most of them, 98%, get in their top choice school once they've been working with me for a while via video and some private lesson, and they get accepted, and they're just amazed what they're able to do when they set their minds to it. So what I'll do first, Selina, I will send you some video links to some other students talking about their experiences with me, and let you know that, and you can tell me what you feel you need. If do a little research, like I said, and if you feel like you want some input, the support is here. I'm willing to help, able to help you, like all my students have been helped. Several of them even get scholarships to top universities. So that is possible for you too. You really got to decide, but what do you love? What do you want to do for your career? So going out there and talking to people that are in the field and going and looking in, what are they doing, is really going to help you figure that out. And of course, budget can be part of the consideration too. And so, those are things to look into, and what your family feels is good for you and what you feel is good for you. So if you have any other questions, I'm happy to talk with you. We can talk on the phone too. Whatever way works for you, I'm here to help. Okay? So I'll send you this link so you can listen to it. And if you have any questions, send me an email. Okay? Bye, Selina, and bye to anybody else that's listening. And if you want some help trying to decide things like that too, just you can email me via info@portprep.com, and Christopher and I will help you out. All right? Thanks for listening. Bye.